What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of the Sunday Refresh. So this is a new weekly series I'll be doing right here on Tech Audit TV, and I'll be refreshing you on the top tech stories from the past week, giving you my 2 cents. The show is going to air every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern right here on YouTube. It's not going to be replacing any of the other, more variety videos that I do, whether it's reviews or featuring some, type of cool tech gadget or whatever it is. Not replacing that. Don't freak out. This is just additional content for you folks, and I really hope that you enjoy it right here on your hashtag Lazy Sunday. So without further ado, let's get into the show. The first story that I wanted to go over was that Google Play is apparently going to be the default music app on Samsung cell phone devices globally. And this is a big move by Google because if you're at all familiar with the streaming music space, you're going to know that Spotify is they dominate, right? And so this is a big attempt from Google to really get people to be using Google Play. Now, I myself was a hardcore Spotify user up until about a week ago, honestly. What I've loved about Spotify is they are on just about every platform, desktop, mobile. It's not that expensive. It's $10. They have a huge library of music, and I think the thing that's always kept me there is, of course, I have all these playlists that are built up on Spotify, and that's a huge hassle to have to move over to another platform. But I did make the switch recently to Google Play. I'm currently on a 3-month free trial. If you have a Google Pixel device, you get 3 free months of it. And now with this Samsung deal they have, if you have a Samsung phone, you should be able to get 3 free months of Google Play Music. But what I love about Google Play Music, and I am a fan, I have converted from Spotify to Google Play Music. I love how it's the same price as Spotify. The library is pretty much equal to Spotify. And you also have access to YouTube Red, which used to be its own standalone service. So whether you subscribe to YouTube Red or whether you subscribe to Google Play Music, it really is kind of the same subscription now. They both include each other. So for $10 a month, not only am I getting everything I already got with Spotify, but I'm also getting YouTube Red. So I have access to their original series, those videos, which honestly, not really much to write home about. I've only really watched one episode or one show, I should say movie, that was on YouTube Red, and that was called Vlogumentary, which is a really good movie done by Shaytards. And other than that, nothing great, but you get ad-free YouTube, and it's nice because you don't have to watch ads and you still get to support the content creators. So I know you can easily get ad block on your Chrome browser, or really any browser for that matter, and block ads. But, I do have that, or I used to have it. I don't really have it anymore, but I never enabled it on YouTube because I always wanted to support the creators. And now it's nice because I get to skip the ads and still support the creators because creators do get a piece of the pie. So this was pretty interesting news with Google really making a smart deal with the biggest cell phone manufacturer for Android phones. And this should be a huge play, no pun intended, for Google Play to get a lot more people on to their streaming services rather than, Apple Music or Spotify, which is obviously the big competitor in the Android space. Next up, we've got Microsoft replacing Wunderlist with a new to-do app. And I thought this was, I really can't wrap my mind around why Microsoft is doing this. So to give you a little background, in 2015, Microsoft acquired Wunderlist, which is an incredible to-do list application. Task management and whatnot. Super easy to use. It's on all of the major platforms, desktop and mobile. It's minimalistic, it's sleek, it's fast. I couldn't recommend Wunderlist enough. They purchased Wunderlist in 2015 for an undisclosed price, although the best guesses I've seen online, it's somewhere between $100 and $200 million, which is a lot of cash to fork out, even for Microsoft, for a to-do app. Of all things, a to-do app, right? But the weird thing is that they are ditching Wunderlist and trying to launch this new app called To Do. It is available on Android, iOS, and I think you can get it on Windows as well. It is not available for Mac yet. I'm sure it will be. It's still very much in a beta stage, which is one reason I can't give you my 10 cents on this. This is my 2 cents on it because I haven't tried it myself. I do currently use Wunderlist, although lately I have been testing out a new application called Todoist, Todoist, which is another really big one getting a lot of attention, very, very similar to Wunderlist. And honestly, I was just looking for kind of a new theme, a new layout, something fresh. So I've been using that. But I couldn't confidently look you in the eye and tell you it's better than Wunderlist. So a lot of Wunderlist users are not happy with Microsoft's decision to do this. Microsoft is explaining it as, them taking the best features of Wunderlist and spinning it off into a new app that's bigger and better. My question is, you guys spent all that money for an app. Why not just keep all the great stuff that Wunderlist already does and add these new cool features and, a fresh design to Wunderlist, to the user base you already have? Maybe I'm missing something here, and if you are listening to this and you're cringing because I'm missing a very important detail, please let me know in the comments section below. I would love to hear your 2 cents on the matter. But there we have it. Microsoft replacing the very popular Wunderlist with this new app called To Do app. The To Do app. To Do app. I don't know why I put the in front of it. And I'll link to that below so you can check out the app yourself. And I'm also curious, let me know in the comments what, or if you do use any type of task management system, what do you use? Is it Wunderlist? Is it Trello, another big popular one? Let me know. I'd be curious to hear what you folks are using. And then this was an interesting story here. So this was on wwd.com, and it is, so this isn't like super tech related, but it's very much social media related. And the fact that you're watching this video right now and listening to this show means that you likely follow influential people. Not saying that I am influential, but the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, just sent out 90 letters to Instagram celebrities, athletes, influencers, letting them know that they are not compliant with FTC guidelines. And this is significant because this is the first time that the FTC has actually reached out directly to social media influencers to educate them on the rules. And if you're at all familiar with marketing, influencer marketing is becoming more and more popular to where brands are starting to use influential YouTubers, Instagrammers, people on Twitter to endorse their products. And if you've ever seen any of these types of posts, what these people are doing is they're putting stuff like hashtag ad, deep in this huge cluster of hashtags, or maybe hashtag SP, which stands for sponsored post, or maybe hashtag thanks Samsung if it was a sponsored post from Samsung. And they're simply saying that, you've got to make it more clear that this is an ad. You can do hashtag ad, but that needs to be on its own thing. You can't throw it in this huge cluster of ads. And I think I read somewhere on here that it's actually got to be like within the first 3 lines of the caption on Instagram. So I'll link to the story below so you can actually check it out, the details yourself, if this is something that's of interest to you. And honestly, if you are a creator yourself and you're watching this, this is definitely something to pay attention to, just because the FTC is going to continue to crack down on social media influencers over the coming years, just because this is becoming such a big medium. It is the new media, and they're going to be cracking down on this pretty dang hard. So that is all I have for today. With this being the first show, I would love to get your feedback on what you think of the new series. Let me know in the comments section if you love it or hate it. And of course, if you have any suggestions to make this series even better, I would love to hear that down in the comment section. Because honestly, folks, I could sit here and come up with a format and say this is how it's going to be, but it would be worthless if you are not enjoying it. So I want to make content that you're enjoying, because if you don't enjoy it, what's the point of me doing this, right? I want to create a win-win situation here where I'm having fun making these videos, but at the same time, you guys are having a great Sunday morning or whenever you're listening or watching to this. I just want your life to be a little bit better, and hopefully this can help you guys out. So be sure to check back next Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. You can even tick that little notification bell next to the subscribe button down below, and then you'll get notified on your phone, email, whatever, that Tech Audit TV has a new awesome video waiting for you to watch while you're sipping your delicious coffee, eating your delicious cereal, whatever it is. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that. So that'll be episode 2 next week, Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern. Until next week, this is the Sunday Refresh right here on Tech Audit TV.